Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I know I've been gone for a minute, took a little vacation, we went to San Antonio SeaWorld, had some fun out there, so I took a break from the channel, but we're back with a brand new episode, and today I want to talk to you about one of my newest members to the family arsenal. It is the CMMG, the 300 series, the Mark 57 Banshee in 5.7 times 2.8mm, and this pistol caliber carbine right here, it's now my new favorite shooting platform. It's one of the most flattest shooting rifles I have because of the cartridge, the caliber that it has, the 5.7 cartridge, which is super hard to find. And today I'm just going to give you guys a detailed breakdown of what I changed on this, what I added to this. That is today's topic. Alright, so when we talk about the CMMG Banshee, man, like, where do we start? This is just one of, when you talk about an all-around pistol, rifle, carbine setup, like a do-it-all setup for home defense, personal defense, a truck gun, self-defense, range toy. You can use this for so many applications. It's such a multi-purpose weapon that it just, to me, I think it's one of the most perfect weapons ever made. Not just because I have it, but just because what it is. Alright, so let's start off with a detailed description of the 300 series CMMG Banshee pistol. It's the Mark 57 in 5.7 times 2.8mm. Now, when you talk about one of the best AR-15 platforms that you can get, the CMMG Banshee is, to me, one of the all-time best in the market right now. So the version I got is Cerakoted in the midnight bronze. I love this color. It's like a brownish bronze type color. It just looks awesome. It looks tactical, especially with the black accent parts on it. It's just one of my favorites. One of the most unique things about this rifle is a laser engraved Banshee logo on the side of it. To me, that just sets it off and it just gives it that extra kick. The Mark 57, it comes with updated ambidextrous controls, sling points, along with a premium trigger. It comes stock with a Magpul grip, the CMMG's ripstock or rip brace. It also comes with the CMMG's SV muzzle brake. The Mark 57 platforms accept the FN 57 style 5.7 times 2.8 magazines and features a very unique magazine release. Alright, let's talk about platform specs. This is the Mark 57 caliber 5.7 times 2.8mm FN. The operating system is a radial delay blowback system, which makes this one of the most flattest shooting rifles you will fire. The barrel length on this specific version is 5 inches with a barrel twist of 1:9. Both the upper and lower receivers is forged 7075-T6 aluminum. The handguard is a CMMG exclusive RML4 M-LOK system. The charging handle is an awesome CMMG oversized charging handle. Another thing that sets the Banshee apart from other rifles on the market is the integrated trigger guard. How it's built into the lower, you can't remove the trigger guard. Once you get it, what you see is what you get. You can't change that. The safety selector switch is also a CMMG exclusive. It comes with a 20 round Pro Mag magazine FN, and the weight of this rifle stock is 4 pounds 4 ounces. So now that I got the specs out of the way, let's talk about some of the things that I've done to this rifle to customize it, to make it special, to make it my own. One of the first things I did, this is the regular Pro Mag magazines that it come with 20 rounds, but I also bought a 20 round FN magazine, and I put the 10 round extender on there to turn this into 30 rounds. Let's start from the front. One of the first things that I've replaced and I put on is I replaced the CMMG muzzle device that it came with, and I replaced it with this Surefire muzzle brake on there. So Surefire muzzle brake is pretty awesome. You can attach the forward flash suppressors on there, and you can also attach the Surefire silencers on there if you want to. I chose the warding version of the blast camp, and I like this because it's just a quick release system. You just put it on there and then you just tighten it up on there, and then you just unscrew it to remove it. And that's what I did to the front end. I did the Surefire, and I also included the Surefire forward blast shield, or what Surefire calls the blast regulator. Alright, moving on next. Another thing that I added is the Olight Odin Mini. I know a lot of people trash talk Olight. I know a lot of people don't like the Olights and whatever, but it's an awesome light, man. It kicks out a whole lot of lumens. I like the pad that they have that you integrate onto your rail system, and it's just a real nice streamlined system. And I also like that it comes with the burnt bronze look also. It's a little bit off from the midnight bronze of the rifle. It's just a little bit darker, but I mean it still blends in pretty well, especially with all the black parts that we have on there. So another thing that I add on here, as you can see, is not much rail system. It's such a small system. It's a 5-inch barrel with, I believe it's like a 4.5-inch rail. You don't have a lot to grab onto when you have this rifle. So just to make it a little bit easier, just to have another grip point, I added an Arasaki hand stop, whatever you want to call it. It just comes in where I can just stick my finger on there, and I can have a good place to grip it and just pull it back into my shoulder. I really like that. It's an Arasaki hand stop, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so next we're going to move on to the optics. I decided to go with the SIG Romeo and Juliet. As everybody know, I'm a big fan of SIGs. I know a lot of people love the EOTechs, aim points, the Trijicons and all that stuff. But when it comes to rifle optics, I really think the SIGs are underrated, and they're really, really good for the price point that you get them. I went with the SIG MSR red dot, and then I also went with the SIG Juliet, which is a 3-time magnifier. So close range, I'll just use the red dot system on there, and when I need to reach out to targets a little bit further, I'll just flip the magnifier on there, and you have a 3-time powered scope basically on your little rifle. I went with the SIG Romeo and Juliet. It's an awesome combo. The glass is pretty clear. Can't complain for what you get. Alright, moving on. Next, I didn't replace the trigger. CMMG has a really nice trigger on there. It's really nice, so I'm not going to change it. There's no reason for me to change it. I like the CMMG charging handle that it comes with. It's an ambi charging handle, as you can see. It has CMMG on there, and it's real smooth. It's real easy to get to. And so there's no reason for me to change that because CMMG did an awesome job on there. I have dual sling points on there, as you can see, the CMMG dual sling points, so you can put your sling on either side, and it's just a real nice option to have your sling connections on both sides of the rifle. So the next thing that I replaced is the grip. I've always been a big fan of the Hera Arms grip. It's a nice perfect angle for my hand. It's real comfortable. It's real grippy, and it just has a real nice feel to it. And when you're shooting a rifle, it just feels really natural and feels really good in the hands. So another thing that I did to add to this rifle, as you can see, so if you remove the Surefire muzzle brake, as you can see, the barrel ends right here. So if you put the little thread protector that comes with it, this is how short the barrel is going to be. So what I did to make this even more compact, I add the Sylvan Arms folding stock adapter, so I can fold it and make it even more small and compact. This helps me out because the fact that I wanted to have the Surefire, which is a longer muzzle brake, and I wanted to be able to add the blast shields or silencer on this, but still make it compact enough where it can fit in a backpack. I'll show you the backpack that I use, and I carried this with me on vacation, and I'll show you the setup on how I had it set up for my vacation backpack or whatever. It's just a really nice setup. I like to have the folding stock. I really wanted the Law Tactical folding adapter in this one, but I couldn't find it anywhere at the time, and I really needed it before I went on vacation, so I just opted for the Sylvan Arms. I'll probably swap it out when I get my hands on the Law Tactical adapter, but for right now I'll just keep it on there. One of the best features that I like about this rifle is the CMMG Rip stocks, or the Rip braces that they call them, where you don't have to pull this lever. For most stocks and braces, when you want to retract it, you have to push this button and then pull it out. What I like about the CMMG Rip stock is that all you have to do is literally just pull on it, and it comes out like really fast. It just deploys really fast, and to me that's just a real awesome feature. So if you're in a hurry, you flip it open, you just pull it back, and you're ready to go. You don't have to sit there and try to find a button. So what's my thoughts on the CMMG 300 series Mark 5.7 chambered in 5.7? I just think it's one of the best rifles on the market right now, especially for the size. They're a little bit pricey, but everything that you get in this little subcompact rifle, and the fact that you can get it in different calibers. You can get it in 5.56, you can get it in 300, you can get it in 5.7. I wanted this one specifically in 5.7s because a lot of people know 5.7 is a smaller cartridge, but it pushes the distance when it comes to travel. So you can push these little 5.7s out to a pretty good distance, you know, and it still be effective. So that's one of the things that I wanted. I wanted a lighter cartridge because it's already, you know, when you're carrying this in a backpack, you know, this after a while it gets heavy. And so I wanted the rounds as light as possible. And you can't get much, other than 22s, you can't get much lighter than the 5.7 cartridge. And the fact that they perform as good as some rifle cartridges in such short and medium type distances, to me this is just a perfect all-around rifle self-defense, personal defense weapon that you can get. It's real nice at close distances, and you can get up to 300 yards fairly accurately with, you know, with some practice. As long as you got your sights zeroed in, you got a nice sight system, you can get up to 300 yards real easy. Me personally, is it worth the money? Yeah, it's 100% worth for what you get. For everything that you get in this little package, it's 100% worth every penny that you would spend on the CMMG Banshee. And just to customize it and just make it yours, you know, I like the low profile look of it. I just like how light it is. When this is all bone stock, it's 4 pounds 4 ounces. With everything that I have on here right now, empty with no magazine, I believe it's 7 pounds 4 ounces. And with the magazine, with the 30-round magazine, I believe it was 8 pounds 2 ounces. So 8 pounds for as much firepower as you get with this little rifle, to me it's just awesome. And it's super unbelievable that you get that much firepower from something so little. I'm very happy with the CMMG Banshee. I would recommend, if anybody have a chance to shoot this, take this to the range and put some rounds through this. You will be super surprised how flat this shoots. I mean, the radio delayed blowback system they have in the bolt carrier group, it's just the technology that they have in this bolt carrier system to make it shoot so flat and so smooth. It's almost like shooting a 22 caliber. Like it's that flat when you shoot it. I know people say it's just a glorified 22 to 5.7, but if you know better that they say no damn 22. This does as much damage as a 5.56 223. The fact that you can reach out and touch targets at a decent distance, and it's also awesome for close quarters. I mean, it's just a good all-around personal defense weapon. I took this on vacation with me. I had it in my bag. I'm gonna show you guys the bag. I'm gonna set it up right now. I'm gonna show you guys how I had this in the bag with me. As light as it is, like I said, after a while, I think, a matter of fact, I think the extra rounds I had in the bag was actually what was more heavier than the actual rifle itself. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the setup that I had on vacation, carrying with me, so you guys can see how compact and how cool this is. Alright, so this was the setup right here. This was the bag that I had. This is actually one of my old camera bags that I've had, and I bought a bag to try to carry the rifle in, and it was just a pain trying to get the bag to be sturdy enough to hold a rifle, because if you just throw a rifle into a backpack and it's just sitting in there, if you move around, you're gonna feel the rifle inside wobbling around, and it's gonna be leaning backwards. It's gonna be printing from inside the bag. So the whole point of why you want to carry your rifle in a bag is to conceal it so nobody knows you have a rifle. This is a camera bag. It's bright orange. You know, anybody who knows anything about cameras know that this is a camera bag. It literally is. And I liked it because what the camera bags have that regular backpacks don't have is foam paddings on the inside that you can move and manipulate and shape it to how you want. I was thinking, like, you know what, instead of just putting this in a bag and try to modify the bag to make the rifle stable, because the rifle is stable in here. It's not moving at all. It's not moving. Like where it is, it's completely enclosed in the foam pads that it's not moving around at all. It's gonna stay exactly how you put it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and show you guys how it is. I'm gonna try to do this in camera. go ahead. So we just go ahead. Oh, it's a little Velcro protection strap right here. Open that up. Open this up, and look. And this is where it is. I had my camera in here, so my camera was in here, so that added a little bit of weight. The whole camera with the lens was in there, and I don't know if you can see, but the rifle is in there. See, this is how it is. And even when the bag is open, you can see how it's in there. Even when the bag is open, it's still not falling out. I hope it doesn't fall out right now. It's leaning out a little bit, but it's still secure in there. So this is how I had it in there. Fold it up. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Just trying to do this with looking at the camera. So you just go ahead and take it out. And that's the system. This was the system that, as you can see, you have these pads in here that you can change around, you can move around, you can take them off, and you can put them any way you want them. And that's what I like about these camera bags. And it has pockets, so you can put an extra magazine in here. I had an extra magazine in this slot right here, in this zipper slot right here, and another slot in here. I have stuff in there. I probably still have camera stuff in here. Honestly, that I forgot about. I have my extra batteries in here for one of my weapon lights, for my RMRs, and it's just a cool little system. And in this outer pouch right here, this is where I had all my extra ammo and my extra magazine. This is where I'll keep the magazine. See the 20 rounder, and as you can see, the 30 rounder fits in there also. This was my vacation gun bag carry setup, and it's literally just a camera bag, and it's real padded. There's foam pads right here. The whole interior lining is foam padded, so it's going to protect your rifle. Even if you drop the bag down on the ground really fast to deploy the weapon, it's all padded. This is all padded, and so everything in here is protected. Even when I had my camera on here, the camera was protected by these little panels right here that you can move and adjust. So the rifle is right here and the camera is right here, and it was all protected. So this was my carry setup, my backpack gun carry setup for vacation. It was perfect. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but if you're looking for a good backpack that's going to protect your weapons, and you can have little slots and you can design how you want, look into a camera bag. This is a Case Logic camera bag. So Case Logic make awesome product. I've had this camera bag for, I believe, 6 years now, and as you can see, it's still awesome. And another thing that I like about this Case Logic bag to carry all the time is that the straps are really thick and padded both sides, and as you can see in the back, this is all foam padding right here. So this is very comfortable. This is a nice pad right here, a nice pad for your shoulder blades and your back and stuff like that. This protects your waist and your spine and stuff like that. So this is a really, really, really comfortable bag to carry. And I'm going to look into buying another one. I want to find a bigger one that I can carry my 300 Blackout in. Like I said, I don't know why I didn't think about this bag before, but I thought about it right before we went on vacation, and this is one of the best bags that I've had for carry so far. My final thoughts on the CMMG Mark 5.7 Banshee. This is an awesome all-around pistol. I truly, truly love this pistol. This is one of my favorite AR pistols that I have. I don't know if there's anything that can top this. I want to get the Q Honey Badger, but even the Honey Badger is a little bit bigger than this. This is a really compact rifle. Even with, as you can see, even with my blast shield, my muzzle blast shield, and the long Surefire muzzle brake, it was still easy to conceal in a camera bag, a regular camera bag. I just love everything about this rifle. I love the quick release Surefire muzzle brake devices that you can put on. So if I had a silencer, I could put it on there and just put it on, tighten it up real quick. And I love this Surefire. This is just so awesome. The quick release system. Literally just take it off. Whether you have the blast shield or the blast regulator, they like to call it, or you have a silencer, put it on, turn it. You hear it click, and it's secure. It's not going anywhere. You can shoot this. And this is just a real awesome pistol, man. This is what it looks like with the 30 round magazine. Remove that. This is what it looks like with the 20 round magazine. Final thoughts on this. This is one of the best PDWs you can find, the personal defense weapons on the market. I think it's just an awesome product. I just like the functionality of everything. I like how compact everything is, even with the optics and even with the inch that this folding stock adapter gives it. This gives it like an extra inch in the back, but once you fold it in, you know, it cuts that out. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to get the Law Tactical folding adapters, because this little gap right here that you have with the Sylvan arms, you're not going to have that gap with the Law Tacticals. The Law Tacticals is going to fit flush mount against the frame right here. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm probably going to swap this out for a Law Tactical as soon as I'm able to get my hands on one. But for right now, this was just a quick temporary fix. You know, it has that extra space right there, which a lot of people don't like. It doesn't bother me too much, but I do want to get this as compact as possible. So I will get the Law Tactical eventually as soon as I can get my hands on one. Like I said, if you want to make your rifle even smaller and more compact, you literally don't put a muzzle brake on there. All you got to do is put the thread protector at the tip of the barrel that comes with the rifle. You just put the thread protector on there. This is how far it's going to stick out. This is how far your rifles, this is how big it's going to be on the front right here. You just block this off, and that's how small it's going to be. So when you put the thread protector on there, it makes it even more compact. This muzzle brake adds like a good, I would say like a good 1.25 inches more length to it. And then, like I said, if you just put the little thread protector, the little cap right there at the end of the barrel, it'll make it super small. It'll be this. It'll be, just take that out, and that's how it would look. That's how small it would look. Just imagine this was in there. And then just think about how small it would be if you fold it. This is how big it would be totally. So this is really small and compact. Matter of fact, I'm going to get my measuring tape, and I'm going to measure how long this is with the brace folded in. I got my tape measure. What I'm going to do, I'm going to measure the overall length of what the barrel would be with this Sylvan Arms folding adapter. So it would be about right there. This is 14 inches. If you remove the Surefire muzzle brake and put the little thread protector that comes with it, it's going to be, with the folding stock, it's going to be about 14 inches. With the Surefire adds a good, it was actually 2.5 inches. The Surefire muzzle brake adds 2.5 inches. Is exactly 2.5 inches total. This should be around 16.5 inches. So this is now 16.5 inches with the Surefire on there. With the folding stock adapter is 16.5 inches. Now with the stocks folded in, that's about 23 inches. So open with the Surefire, with the stock open all the way, it's about 23 inches. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the Surefire wording on there. Tighten that up. See how much extra lint. That puts me at, trying to do this with one hand. That puts me at 24.5 inches. So it's not that big of a difference with the flash shield and just on there. And when this is folded with the muzzle device on there, this is going to give you an overall length of 17.5 inches. So this is 17.5 inches folded, 24.5 inches opened up. This is a really nice compact rifle, pistol caliber rifle that you can have, and I think it's one of the best in the market. I love it. It's flash shooting. It's awesome. I love the way how the Romeo and Juliet optic system looks on there. Like I said, for the red dot for close quarters, I could just literally just get in there, the red dot, boom, boom, boom. If I need to reach out further distance, I just literally just flip the magnifier up more, and now I can see a little bit further out. 3-time magnification. This is I just love it, man. I'm like a kid in the candy store with this rifle, man. This is just it's just a really cool setup. It's just a real overall nice system. It looks cool. It functions cool. It's awesome. It's light. It's just everything, man. This is one of, today, this is probably my favorite firearm that I have in the collection right now. This is my all-time favorite right now. So it's gonna be very hard to top this one. I don't know who is gonna be able to top this. I'll probably try to build something like this one day. I love it. I think this is worth every penny they charge you for. It's just a good overall looking pistol. I love the burnt bronze. And a matter of fact, I think if you go to the CMMG website, I think there's 10 different colors that you can get these in. I seen white, of course a black, I seen like a blue, like a light blue one, and there's a green, there's like a lighter version, like a FDE type version of this one. There's a silver one. The silver one looks pretty cool. I was torn between the silver and this color. I know that I wanted this to look a little bit more tactical and not kind of flashy. I wanted it to be minimal but still looks cool. I just love the midnight burnt bronze in this one. It just looks awesome. It just flows super nice with the black, the midnight browns with the black. It's just a really nice color combination. That's why I went with this color. I already knew how I wanted to set it up once I saw it. Before I even got it, I already knew exactly how I would set this up, and I knew how the black would go with certain colors. And I mean, the black is going to go with any one of the colors, don't get me wrong. It's just really personal preference. It's just for me, I just think this is just the badass look that I wanted with the color that I wanted, that it just stands out. It's not just all black, it just stands out with the contrast with the midnight bronze and the black. I hope you guys like everything that you see. I try to explain this as best as I can. I've been out the video recording loop for a little while. Like I said, I was on vacation. I wasn't thinking about videos. I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was just focused on this carry, my backpack gun, and my Shadow Systems carry gun. So I was just focused on just enjoying the family with vacation. I wasn't thinking about videos. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place right now. My format is just, I'm still trying to get my format back, and I'm just winging it right now. But I hope you guys were entertained, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like the visuals that I put in the video. We'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.